DeWalt impact gun works really well with a fresh charged battery. Just gotta hold it tight on the nut and crank her off. Yep. I just went by the local gas station, service station. There's no gas here anymore. Nobody can afford to sell gas unless you're a big, huge government subsidized conglomerate. And I saw my friend's rusted minivan with a flat tire, so I figured I'd help him out and change it because I've got his snow tires that I never put on this year because we don't get winter anymore. I guess this tire is finished, huh? Cracked and junk. And he drove it flat, I think, so no problemo. I'll give him a few minutes of my time. He's a good friend of mine, a good Christian friend of mine. So today is Sunday. I'm sure he's in church. And this is my church. On my hands and knees. Changing tires, picking up trash. This tire is junk. Right down. It actually would probably pass inspection because it's not right down to the tread bars, the wear bars. 1971 was the first year for those. Uh-oh. A nail. A tiny finishing nail. That might be the problem. Slow leak. Anyways. Rusted. Well, down goes a little bit of silicone on the threads, which I forgot to bring when I removed the wheel nuts. Boy, there was the day. We had a reprieve. There goes a face full of dust. We had a reprieve yesterday for one day while Mrs. CW and I went down to the lake, but it seems like those days are gone. It's a little warmer today, if you can call it that, but the wind is howling again. I'm gonna throw a little silicone inside here. Not so much to lubricate, but to clean the rust off the threads. Rust. You're not supposed to lubricate the threads, supposed to be dry, but when you got rust on the threads, you gotta put something on. And yeah, it changes the torque reading. I'll live with it. I know, I'm supposed to do it in a cross pattern and torque them down to the specs, and that's too fancy for me. I just crank them down till they're good and tight. Crank them down. Put me in jail. I'm over tightening the lug nuts. And clean out the pine needles. Spruce, they're spruce needles. It's a white spruce. And put the hubcap back on. And now I'm going to send my friend a text message, even though he doesn't like texting because he gets charged half a minute for a text. He says he can get a lot more talking done in half a minute, but that's the problem. I don't want to talk. I just got a face full in my eye. And I'm going to say to him, hey, I saw your minivan getting hauled away by the junk man. I guess it finally died. And then I'm going to send him a message saying, joking, I just fixed your flat tire. That way I'll save him a few bucks. This thing only has 130,000 miles, 200,000 kilometers, but it's rusted junk. Rusted. Underneath isn't bad. Plastic fuel tank, the straps are still intact, but the body and the rockers are rusted. But underneath, no rust at all. Go figure, huh? Galvanized metal? Huh. Interesting. Yep, the body is freaking. This is the good side too. Check this out. Rusted. Flapping in the breeze. Thank goodness they put seam sealer on. Yeah, it's getting ripe. Fuel lines are still intact. Leaf springs are still held on. Uh-oh. It's got something leaking there. Something oily is leaking. I don't know what it is. Yeah, leaking right onto the ground. Brake fluid leak, I betcha. It's coming next. I'm gonna text him now. This tire is junk too. Alright, having fun. Helping fix up a friend's little minivan.